Hi, this is David with entry number 652, 651, something like that. At this point, uh, if you've been watching for any amount of time, you know that I cannot keep track for the life of me of these things. Currently in Junggu, which is the old capital district, or next adjacent to the old capital district. It's kind of a very historical area, and actually at the moment is kind of under siege. I guess it's not really the right word, but there was yesterday a very large-scale protest here. I think a few thousand individuals were involved, and there's like a video, I guess, that went around the net that was of a particularly quote-unquote old guy who got hit in the face, like point blank, with a fire hose, and it knocked him out, and I think he's like unconscious in the hospital still, the last time I read about it. So yeah, it escalated very quickly after that, and I think it went into the night. Last night I had a lot of trouble going to sleep for, I think, a various amount of reasons. One, probably the biggest reason, is that I had 3 cups of coffee during the day, and I think that did not help me at all. 2, obviously there's been some very heinous activity going on in Europe, especially Paris. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is this kind of concept, or maybe not concept, but the fervor that's surrounding this incident is quite shocking to me, actually. And it happens around, I think, in this day and age, it happens around any big kind of similar massacre, atrocity, whatever, where people on social media, and it's very endemic of kind of how social media works in this day and age, but people feel like a very strong need to go on their various accounts, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and say a whole bunch of things that start with I. And, like, you could go like, you're being an asshole again, they're just doing stuff, to like put out well wishes and hope and all that. But again, I'm not someone who ever cared about name calling in that way. Let's have a little bit of intellectual honesty for a moment, and think about what Pray for Paris or any kind of thing where you say like my wishes, my hopes, and whatever for Paris. That's a very kind sentiment, and I'm sure it's a very honest sentiment. But what is that doing in the grand scheme of society? This might be pessimistic in most people's view, but it's not doing anything. And especially when you're using a service like Facebook or Instagram, where really the only people who are seeing these messages are your friends and not the wide public. What's the point? And I think it's a much better use of your time and energy to actually do something that affects real change, whether that be adjustment in your behavior or donating to a cause that actually works towards real change. And I guess at the face of it, it is, a good gesture to kind of put out good vibes or whatever. But in to be honest, it's not really doing anything for those people in Paris. So yes, I know this is a very dickish thing to say, but I do feel like it's an honest thing to say as well. That it's, you're much better served to actually go out and do something that provides people service rather than putting a picture of Paris on your Facebook and changing your picture to like a flag. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. But yeah, that's about it. There's not a lot else to say. So I also have, a little bit more issues with the roommate in terms of quiet, or I should say lack of quiet. I've never met anyone really who behaves in a way that this person does. It's strange, it's curious, it's puzzling, and quite honestly a little frustrating. But yeah, everything else is good though. The weather is tremendous. It's around the low 60s right now. The sun is out, so it feels relatively hot. So overall, things are good. Yeah, that's it. I'll talk with you in a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye.